From friends to lovers,
to kisses and cuddles,
you're doing it
God's way.
This is Stronger Together, Closer to God. Hey fam, welcome to Stronger Together, Closer to God. This is Minister Vernon, and there is a reality that I want to share with you. Financial strain is more than just a budget problem. It's a spiritual test of trust. Today, my wife and I will navigate the daunting costs of caregiving with practical steps and tips and the promise of God's provision. Now, we talked about that piece about taking care of yourself, but then there's the financial piece of it, you know. And the reality is, I don't think a lot of us prepared the finance.
We don't.
And I'm going to encourage everybody who's listening, even if you're not a caregiver, I need you to really start thinking about what's going to happen when that time comes. Because you want to be able to, some people will be like, well, it doesn't matter to me. You know, I'm gone. Well, that burden becomes a lot on the individuals. And even while they're living, you know, that burden, it becomes heavy if there wasn't a plan of action happening. Okay. So it's very important. Now, the blessing for us, my dad had that plan because of his service in the military. We were able to tap into those resources and things of that sort. In Love's case, as we're working with her parents, you know, there are resources that the county helps to provide and whatnot. But there's, again, the other piece of it is the sacrifice. Like, I had to leave my job to take care of my dad. So that was a financial loss. You know, Love's had to step away from her working experience now to take care of both of her parents. So there's really that thing you want to really think about. And we're not even talking about the medication, the home modifications, the specialized care, nurses and others that come in. It's not free. You know,
and there's a gap. There's a gap in between those things. And I'm just forever grateful that not everybody has this. You know, I have a remarkable husband. There's been times that I've seen where we took his entire check and had to sacrifice that for things that my parents needed. And not everybody is willing to do that. You know, he not only works a full-time, but he also works a part-time and other ways to make income means for our household. So I'm forever grateful for that. And that's sacrifice. That takes a lot. There's been times when he's pulled back where we don't go out to dinner as much or we don't vacation as much because we've had to sacrifice monies financially to be able to take care of my parents. So I'm forever grateful for that because not everybody has that.
Yeah, it's very important. I think it's one of those things. I know when we went to premarital counseling and we were told to do this and that, I think this is one of those things that needs to be added to that list. Because what are you going to do if one of your family members is sick and you have to step in the role of caregiving? You know, is the other spouse is going to help you, is going to support you. Sometimes we have to make decisions when it comes to bills and stuff. Some people are very understanding when you explain it to them. Other people are like, hey, I want my bill paid. But in reality, we try to put God first and make sure we're putting him first and putting each other along those lines. But family comes right into that platform of that. And I think this is important for everybody to understand. Like Philippians chapter 4, verse 19 reminds us, I am convinced that my God will satisfy every need we have. For I have seen the abundant riches of glory revealed to me through the anointed one, Jesus Christ. Just as Paul seen it, we've seen it. You know, God has provided in miraculous ways that only it was because of God. For example, during the COVID, we were trying to find sprays and to keep the place clean so that way it won't impact. At that time, my dad, who was living with us, and a neighbor across the street, him and his wife graciously donated a basket of cleaning supplies. We haven't even had a communication or talking to them about what they were doing, but they saw the nurses and everybody else that was coming through, and God just gave them that nudge to say, here, bless them over there when they're going through. And then Proverbs 24 verse 27 also reminds us, go ahead, build your career and give yourself to your work. But if you put me first, you will see your family built up.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it's just a reminder that it is a sacrifice when it comes to our finances, and you got to see God's wisdom, because that's what we do. It's like, well, what do we do, Lord? And in these moments of times, God's always give us wisdom to do this. We don't know where the next nickel or dime comes from,
Right.
but God always provides in that way.
And you know what, Loves, is something that is so profound that you said God provides and he works it out. And we together come to a decision on which way we're going to go, or what bill we're going to pay, or that's very important. That's very important, because not giving the enemy any glory or anything, but that can cause division. That can cause division in a household. That can cause division in a marriage, in a relationship. So yeah, that togetherness and letting Christ be the center and for him to give us guidance and wisdom is so important.
Yeah, absolutely. So just a couple of things to help you out. If you're in those areas of finances and you're like, what do I do here? It's definitely important to plan early in those circumstances with those finances and stuff. Have those rich conversations with your parent.
Oh, yeah.
If you can. It's never too early and never too late to have those conversations. Do you have an estate? Do you have a will?
Right.
What next steps you want me to do? The taboo of, I ain't going to talk about it because that means something's going to happen to me. Throw that out the window, because tomorrow's not promised. The Bible reminds us of that. So that way we are prepared and everybody's prepared on what to do. And then check around the resources. When it comes to long-term care, Medicaid, VA benefits, other financial assistance for caregivers, check those out. Check your locals, county, state, Department of Aging, and any associations that your loved ones are connected with. If they're part of a Greek fraternity, sorority, see if they have a program connected to it. Obviously, if they're above age, over 50, now you into AARP, check with them, see what resources are available. There are some states that give stipends for caregiving. There are other states that still needs to do that. If your family member served in the military, you can check with the VA, see what benefits and resources are there as well. There might be eligible for some things that will help them out as well.
Department of Aging has respite care, and they also have, like you said, the caregiving stipend that you could utilize. It's a process, though. I will say it is a process. So check those out.
Yeah. And then last but not least, it's all back to budgeting. Really just go back to that basic budgeting and tracking your caregiver's costs. Some of it you can write that off as tax write-offs and things of that sort. But also as well, you want to make sure you know where your funding is coming and going, and make some decisions. Like my wife said, you want to make those together, have those conversations. So today we equipped you hopefully with some practical pillars for navigating this caregiving, health, and financial strain. Remember, caring for yourself is part of caring for others. And next time in our last part 3 of this series, we are going to address how caregiving impacts the most important relationship and how to rediscover that profound purpose and love. Financial pressure can either make you or break you. It can break your spirit or build your faith. By combining practical planning and profound trust in God's promise, you can navigate this strain without losing your peace. You might not see it at the beginning, maybe not in the middle, but I believe and declare that by the end of it all, when you go back and reflect, you will see how God has been your ultimate provider. He's always been with you. He's always been guiding you, and he always been putting your trust in him so that you can fulfill his promises. Remember what Matthew 6:33 says, that we are to go to him. Go to him with your finances. Go to him with your concerns about the burden of the lack of funds or resources available. Trust me, he will supply all your needs. Thank you for joining us on Stronger Together, Closer to God. We truly hope today's message has equipped and encouraged you. For a deeper dive, check the show's notes right now for a special free resource to help you apply today's insight. If you feel called to help us even reach more couples and individuals seeking stronger relationships and a closer walk with God, please consider partnering with us at s2c2gministry.com and click on the Partners tab. Your support truly amplifies our mission. Until next time, peace and blessings to all of you.